All right, welcome everyone back to Devil May Cry 2. Yeah, so last time where we left off, we were about to fight Nelo Angelo, but because life happened.
We were about to fight a Ninja Turtle?
uh, yes, that's what was about to happen.
Oh,
No,
sick.
about to fight our
Uh,
dark side
what
self.
what was that joke? Oh yeah, no. Maybe I'll name him Leonardo. No, then he'll eat too much pizza.
No,
Father, when can I go and see the world?
so, oh fuck you.
Pinocchio, a true story. First of all, the audacity they had to name that thing a true story.
Hey, listen, that
And
was
then they had
based on a
Pauly
true
Shore.
story of Pinocchio's life.
And then they had Pauly Shore voice Pinocchio.
Yes.
I don't. There's so many questions I have on that. Like, it's just like, Father, when can I live to be on my own? I got the whole world to see. Like,
I still think my favorite thing I've seen out of that is the dude's like, ah, a talking puppet, and just pulls out his gun and immediately shoots his ass.
what's crazy is this: is that that movie came out, and then like a few months later, the Disney version of Pinocchio came out, and then a few months later, the Guillermo del Toro version of Pinocchio came out, and it's one of those things where it's like you have bad, you have less bad, and you have God status.
Yes,
Um,
that was
and it's just it's embarrassing how absolutely how much perfection the GDT version of Pinocchio was compared to the Disney schlock and that.
Hey, it
what
could
are you
have been
talking
worse.
about? It was a masterpiece.
Hey, listen, it could have been worse. We could have gotten a hand puppet version of everyone, and it's not. And it's
Is
just Pauly Shore, nothing but Pauly Shore, even as
Oh
Geppetto.
my god.
listen, no, you say a hand puppet version, but like imagine this. You ready? Muppets Pinocchio with Pauly Shore as Pinocchio would go insane. Like I don't even know what that would look like, but it would be batshit. Like I
No,
don't need.
it's like that, except the Muppets are still Muppet size and Pauly Shore is still human size.
Exactly,
It's a
exactly.
giant ass puppet.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's like Pauly Shore is just regular Pauly Shore size. So it's basically like a Muppet's Treasure Island or like a Muppet Christmas Carol where he's just Pinocchio.
And no one ever acknowledges it.
No, I
Everyone
mean,
just acts like, "Oh, you're such a little boy." He's a grown ass man.
exactly. And then like the only one is Kermit who's like he's kind of a big boy if you ask me. Like there's not much little about him. He's not much of a boy either.
Bro, is that Pauly Shore?
Like that's a grown ass man.
Hey, look, it's the Leaning Tower of Chiza. No, Pauly Shore.
Oh, my own mirror clone. Now neither of us can be versions.
Yeah, so this is actually where we last left off. And yeah, this is Nelo Angelo. I will not get into his backstory, like I said, just yet. Yeah, it's gonna come later on. But this is gonna be our rival throughout the game up until near the end. So I do like his design though. It's like a twisted version of Sparta. If you got a
Yeah.
glimpse of Sparta at the beginning. Totally. Ooh.
Damn it. I'm a fucking jump.
But yeah, this is where we last left off, and now we're actually about to go fight him.
Yeah, it would have been cool if Dante didn't have a reflection there
What, like he's a vampire?
after that cast. Well, I mean, the shadow just jumped out. Wouldn't it have been cool if his reflection was gone in that mirror then?
By the way, his model right there just looked like a polygon type man.
There's so much of this game that just looks like polygons.
Okay, Danny.
Well,
Like
Aaron,
for you to be like this model right here in this exact
No, but
moment
what I
looks
mean
like
is like
polygon man.
an unfinished model. Everything else looks finished since this is PS2 as well.
No, I doubt
Aaron,
you.
You mean you can't tell the difference? You know, when you upgrade to the PlayStation 2 Pro, you'll be able to see just how much smoother that model
Shut the
looks.
fuck up.
Here's the thing: is that like when they did release a PlayStation 2, like they did release a PlayStation 2 Pro type thing back in like 2001 or whatever, and it was decent. They were like, oh, there is actually an upgrade. When they released the PS3 Slim, there was a visible upgrade. When they released the PS4, people were like, oh, this is peak. And then the PS5 came out and they were like, oh, this is peak. I feel like we're taking a step backwards a little bit, but this is peak. And then they go ahead and they go, here's the PS5 Pro. You have to pay for the disc drive separately. It's an additional $100. The market price is $700 for the base thing alone. So it's $800 altogether if you want to play it. And
don't forget your plastic stand.
Oh yeah, the plastic fan is another $100. So it's $900 altogether. And then you're like, okay, well, is it backward compatible? No, absolutely not. So like the catalog of games that you've collected over 20 years, unplayable. You can only play the PS5 games. And like, we hope you look at PS5 exclusives and you look and you go, what PS5 exclusives? And then PlayStation goes, that is not our problem.
Wait, you can still play your PlayStation 4 games though, right?
I better load up. Give me a second.
The digital download version of it, sure.
Oh, that's right. You have to buy the thing separately for that, don't you?
Yeah, basically. Also, what I found is very funny is that like you have the option to like buy the PlayStation 4 version or the PlayStation 5 version of a game on the PS5, and a part of me is like, why would I get the PS4 version? And then I'm like, oh, I mean, if it's like an online multiplayer thing, I guess that makes sense. If it's like, yeah, no, we got the PS4 version of it because we played multiplayer on that. But if it's like, I'm just getting the PS5 version of It Takes Two, there's no reason for me to have the PS4 version when I can play the PS5 version, even though the graphics are not going to be that different. And why would I ever get a PS5 Pro?
I think the PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5 thing is because whoever the fuck, like, they kind of fucked up on like the transferring up. Like, Xbox has smart delivery. Not every single game does it, but a lot of games do. Where if you own the Xbox One version, you just get the Xbox Series X version for free. It just upgrades automatically.
The thing about the PS5 Pro, though, the thing that actually made me like actually upset about it is the fact that it's literally just going to be visual upgrades. They're not actually really going to do anything, like even with the menus. I think that's the worst part about it, and especially since you also have to pay. Like, if you're not a digital person and you want the disc drive, guess what, fucker? You're gonna have to pay an extra $100 for that shit too. So that's the part because you have to buy all of these stuff that comes with the original PS5 versions. You know, it's literally just a visual upgrade at the end of the day.
By removing the ability to have access to physical media, you are removing like a person's, like a consumer's right to a product, right?
Exactly.
When you have a physical copy of something, you have that copy. Nothing can remove it. When you only have the digital, there can be a software update that makes that game completely incompatible, and you end up not having that game anymore.
Like Concord?
Yeah, like Concord. So it's like, well, if you have the physical version of Concord, you can have the disc. It's not going to do anything because it's a like live service game. So like you try to boot up Concord, it won't work. But at least you have it, right? I'm talking about like more like, you know how like there are certain cartoons that are on HBO Max that were on there and are no longer available. For example,
I know very well.
Yeah, J.G. Quintel, the guy who made the guy who made a regular show, he had a second show called
Close Enough.
What was it called? Yeah, Close Enough. Close Enough is not available anymore. It was an HBO Max exclusive. They never sold any physical copies of it. You can't stream it anywhere. HBO straight up just took it off of their thing, and you can't watch it. And it's like, what the heck? An entire season of a show that actually was really funny and didn't have time to get its own like audience.
I think it was like 2 or 3 seasons, wasn't it? It had like
it was only one season.
No,
it only got one season. It only got one season. Yep.
Am I mistaken?
Nice C right, Garen.
We can fact. Google, show me this guy's balls.
Isaiah, what did you say?
Said nice C right, Garen.
Shut up. Hey, listen, I tried my best, alright?
C4, come on, man. Polygons.
Listen, I'm doing my best.
C for cry about it. Anyways,
No, there were 3 seasons of Close Enough.
there were 3 seasons of Close Enough. Wow.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, that just tells you right there. Like the entire show is gone. The entire show's gone. You have no access to it. And when companies start restricting the amount of like physical media you have access to, they can just do that with anything. They can do that with games. They can do that with any kind of media.
4,000. Jesus.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. That's why I love collecting physicals, because like, oh yeah, I have this now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then
Permanently.
also, additionally, when you remove the access to like physical media, like for example with movies and stuff, you also remove all the bonus features. So like the behind the scenes stuff, like director's
Yep.
commentary, you remove all of that, and you have no access to it. Some of my favorite stuff when I was like growing up watching like DVDs is the director's commentary. Like one of my favorite things was like, what's it called? The Incredibles DVD. The Incredibles came with 2 discs. One with the movie and some bonus features, and then the second one with a completely different set of bonus features. And when you watched that second disc, you only got like all of the director's commentary, all the creative visionary stuff, all of the like ideas that were going through, deleted scenes, extra like stuff. And I'm like, this is amazing, but you don't have that anymore. I mean, you still have it if you were to get like, you know, the physical copy of like movies nowadays, but they're a lot less common because streaming. A lot of these movies are going straight to streaming.
Yeah.
I have
And
that,
like,
by
I mean,
the way.
I think I've seen on Disney Plus like sometimes they have DVD commentaries, but it's not very often. But I love listening to DVD commentaries every once in a while, you know?
I don't.
My favorite
mind
thing to do is
listening-
to.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say like one of my favorite things is like you get a bad movie and then you watch the director, you listen to like the DVD commentary of that bad movie, and it makes you appreciate the bad movie
fuck, that's
more
right.
because you're like, even though it's a bad movie, they still had a ton of fun and a lot of work went into it, and you really do see like, oh no, this was a labor of love to some extent, you know.
Mhm.
And then also what you can do is when you're watching it and you're like, God, this movie was bad. Why did it get bad? And you watch and you watch the directors go, yeah, we had this crazy killer idea. And then corporate told us to cut back and we kept cutting back. And then we have this project now. And you go, oh my God. And then you see all of the like
Ready for the easiest
concept arts
mission?
and you go, oh my God. It's insane.
All right.
But yeah.
Mission's done.
Wow. Secret mission done.
No. That's gonna
This
only.
whole mission?
That was a
Yes,
regular mission.
finally.
Damn.
Finally, you finally got an S tier.
Yeah. Don't get used to it.
By the way, I just want to add on the other really, really fucking big thing about physical media is pricing. Physical
Yeah.
media more often than not. I mean, honestly, there's some older stuff that just doesn't get like remade or whatever. That's more expensive, like Pokemon games.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, digital games they never have to go down in price.
Never.
I'm gonna actually
For a good example, Call of Duty. You know, it's a game that gets made every year. Blah blah blah. Call of Duty, like fucking, let's just say Black Ops.
Mm-hmm.
On like, I'm pretty sure on Xbox and on Steam, it's still $60.
You get the physical disc of that though
Probably like $10.
at GameStop. Oh yeah, used
Mhm.
easily. And that's the thing too, is that like if you have like I don't know a PC or something like that, right? If you get regular blops, you're good. You just have to plug that thing in and it'll run like normal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you have an Xbox, which is backwards compatible, same thing. You just plug that thing in and you run like normal. If you have a PlayStation, good fucking luck.
That's why it's honestly,
Yeah, that's PlayStation sucks at backwards compatibility right now.
So
Yeah.
since we're also talking about the importance of discs, that's the exact same reason, or physical copies. I'm sorry. That's the exact same reason why a lot of Marvel vs. Capcom fans, they are literally wanting to buy the physical version because of how that thing is. You're not going to find it anywhere else. You're not going to find physical versions unless if you track it down to like a ma and pa video game shop or
Yeah.
the rare, or not rare, eBay. You know, if you get physical versions
which-
on there, that's it. You know, because they used to have it on what's it called?
The online
PlayStation
stores.
Store. Yeah,
Yeah.
they used to have MVC.
Same
1
with
and MVC 2.
Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah,
I can't get those
actually have-
anymore.
Yeah, I actually have Mortal Kombat, the classic collection, on my Xbox and PlayStation 3. I managed to get it just before the stores closed. Because I really like playing those,
Dang.
even though Mortal Kombat 2 is a pain in the ass, but whatever.
I had Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep for PlayStation Portable. I had the physical copy for that. When I went to trade in my stuff, it was one of those things that I traded in. The person at GameStop literally took it. He went, "Oh, absolutely not. You're holding on to this." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Trust me. Trust me. Do not sell this." I was like, "Okay, cool." I didn't realize, but yeah, the PSP became a very dated retro like console, and the physicals for those go crazy. Especially in something like, you know, Kingdom Hearts, where it's like, yes, that game isn't exclusive to this system. So like when they did the, you know, 2.5 remaster, whatever the fuck it's called, I don't know, Kingdom Hearts 97 365 over 12 days featuring Knuckles, like
and Dante
but
from the
it's,
Devil May Cry series.
yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, that's the thing where it's just like basically like the physicals for these things go crazy because of how rare they are. And honestly, one day these servers can just shut down. Like, should these servers just shut down? There's nothing we can do
Okay.
if you have like an online thing.
Okay, so quick thing. There is a secret mission here, and I'm seeing if I can still access it. I'm hoping I can.
Access
Fuck!
the secret mission. Yeah, enough about me ranting about like physical media and the preservation of arts and all that jazz.
The problem is streaming is so fucking convenient for a lot of things.
It
And
is
game
convenient.
companies are going towards it. Like, you know, that's why all the, like, you know, Xbox apparently had a planned a system that got rid of the hard drive too, you know?
Yeah.
I
It's
hope,
actually really funny. Oops, sorry, continue.
hopefully they stop, like, hopefully, you know, consumers go away from that, but apparently the PlayStation 4 Pro is already, like, the number 8 bestseller on Amazon.
The PlayStation 4 Pro or the PlayStation 5?
5 Pro, my bad.
I was about to say like, dang, that sucks. It's one of those things where it's just like people complain about like systems. People complain about live service games. People complain about all these things. And the only way these companies are going to listen is if we stop putting our money into these like games. You want Blizzard and everyone else to stop doing live service games? Cool. Stop playing Valorant. Like that's the only way they're going to do it. Otherwise, they're going to keep doing these things. You're going to keep on getting Concords.
Give me a second, because I think I fucked up on the secret mission.
Yeah.
You got this.
No, it's the fact that I think I actually missed my opportunity to get it.
Oh no.
I was trying to see how I get it.
It definitely sucks. Like, there's so many live service games out there now. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like Fortnite, you know, all these other ones. I'm got claws in a couple of them, which is probably a really bad thing, you know, in the end, but they're fun.
Yeah. And it sucks that like Fortnite being the biggest game ever, not literally, the biggest game ever is actually like Minecraft. But for Fortnite being one of the biggest games ever, being a live service game, it's like every other company's like, well, we gotta do what Fortnite's doing. We have to do what Fortnite's doing. What's Fortnite doing? Season passes? We have to put a season pass. We've got alternate skins. We gotta do an alternate skin. I'm like, why can't I play as Nicki Minaj in Black Ops?
Okay,
That makes no sense.
I fucked up royally.
Uh-oh.
Because Secret Mission 4 was supposed to be done in Mission 4. Guess what mission we're in now?
Oh.
6.
Mission 6.
Oh,
You're
shit.
fucking right. So, god damn it.
Mission 5 went by so fast, dude.
I know, but Mission 5, mainly because we were just getting to fucking door. So, okay.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm still continuing this, but after this recording, I'm actually going to go back and redo a whole new game just to get Secret Mission 4, because you only had a one-time chance. Like, here's the kicker for that. If you don't... Two things to it. One, it's, like I said, only a Mission 4. Another thing about it that's also one of the worst, if you don't beat it, you can't restart it. Like, at all. That's your one and done time doing a secret mission. And that's the only time they've ever done something like that.
Shit.
Oh shit, fuck. I forgot I can get a blue gem here. So yeah, I am a little peeved off right now, but it's fine. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not canceling this playthrough because, goddamn it, I wanted to do this playthrough for the longest time. I'll probably do a recording with Jonathan and Isaiah, showing off Secret Mission 4 because, again, I fucked up royally. And, you know, if I have to suffer, then they have to suffer too, so they'll have to watch me. But, yeah. So, I think there's 2 blue gems we can get here, if I can reach it. Was that enough? Fuck! Shit.
Fly, you damn fool!
You know, this is not a stylish playthrough like I thought it was going to be originally. That's the Let's Play curse, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Let's Play curse. Maybe...
What were you exactly gonna miss by not doing that mission? Like, what are you gonna miss out on?
You missed out on getting a blue gem. Like, you missed out on getting the blue orb, a piece of a blue orb anyway. And you actually do need that in order to have your your health meter go up.
That's fucking great. Like, you know, I like games with some messable stuff. It also kind of fucking sucks, especially stuff like that, and it's so easy to miss.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
That is the worst part about this is, while I love Devil May Cry 1, although Devil May Cry 3 will always be the better game, Devil May Cry 1 has in my opinion, the worst secret missions out of all of them. Granted, I haven't played the secret missions in Devil May Cry 2, mainly because that game is just fucking awful, and I will never... I'm gonna play it for the channel one day, but it's gonna hurt. Okay.
I have a question.
What's up?
I was listening to a podcast the other day, right? And something they were talking about was like video game hot takes, and one of them was like, you know, Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time is not a good game anymore. And it's because it's like, as we've gotten so much better with technology, the game is now virtually unplayable. I myself have not played Ocarina of Time, so I can't attest to that, but I have
Neither have I.
I have
experienced things where it's just like, oh, this game was so much fun when I was younger, and trying to play it again is absolutely dog shit control. So my question to you is, are there any games that you've played recently, or games that you found that were like absolute like pillars of your childhood, or of like, you know, your early gaming career, but now that technology has become what it is now, is virtually unplayable, and you have to admit is a bad game by modern like standards?
Good question. I honestly don't know if I can answer that, because every game I've gone through and played as a kid and I've played nowadays, I rarely find any issue controlling it. Like legitimately, I'm not making this up. I actually can't find really anything that I'm like, yeah, the controls are much worse compared to nowadays, because...
Well, not even controls, but I think mechanics or like level design,
just
different
the game
aspects
in
of it
general.
like that, you know?
Yeah, just the game in general. That's why
I struggle with the camera in those Sonic games.
Which Sonic games?
Yeah.
The ones we played.
Oh, Adventure 2 and Heroes, right? Not Heroes, 06.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, that fixed camera will be like the killer of some like
Yeah.
where it's just like, dog, I cannot move this camera at all. We've gotten so blessed with the idea of a camera that we can move, but like, you know, that's the big complaint with a lot of early Resident Evil games, where it's just like, I'm just waiting for the remaster because this whole fixed camera shit makes it nearly impossible to play.
Love those bugs that are just flying around real fast.
Jesus.
Yeah, Eat this, you undead maggot addict.
You know,
Anyways,
I'm actually trying to think of a game. Man, that's actually a good question, because I'm actually trying to think.
Yeah. I will say this
Yeah.
though. I'm going through Pokemon right now, and going from Pokemon Leaf Green to Pokemon Heart Gold is a whiplash because it's like, oh my god, there's so much more, and it's just like,
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Like, yeah, obviously, trying to go back and playing some older Pokemon games, and it hurts. Like with just how
yeah,
much design has changed. Like, I remember I tried playing like back when on the 3DS they released Pokemon Red and Blue. I was like, oh my god, these menus are atrocious.
yes, oh my god,
You know
yes,
what?
dude,
I just
like
thought of one. I'm gonna let you guys finish, actually, but I actually just thought of one, and John may not like it, actually.
Huh.
Go ahead.
I'm generally trying to think. I'm sure if I had some more time, like to actually ponder over, but I gotta think about all the games I played as a kid. I guess advanced can be kind of tough, but I think that's a lot of screen crunch could fix.
So,
I mean, a lot of games have these. Is that your answer?
no, I was actually gonna say Sonic Rush. I like the game,
Really?
but for the life of me, going back to it is literally a pain in the ass because holy shit, man. There's so I like Dimps' Sonic games for the most part, but you can't look me in the face and say they have a horrible issue with placing bottomless pits in like the most random ass places.
Oh no, they do. They do.
Yeah. Going back to Sonic Rush gets annoying after a while, honestly.
I played through it like a couple of years ago, and I didn't mind it too much. But I can attest that is a problem. I remember that final stage gave me hell, for sure.
Me, you know what? I could actually just look up what his name is. Death Scissors. This guy is basically like the head honcho of all the Scissor Sisters or whatever they're called. I'm gonna call them Scissor Sisters.
I feel like that's like a lesbian porno duo.
I wasn't gonna say it.
But
Who are you? We're the Scissor Sisters. Like that. I'm not at the beach. This is a bathtub. Like he's gonna get attacked by the Scissor Sisters.
he's actually a pain in the ass. Like a real pain in the ass fighting.
I imagine an encounter with the Scissor Sisters would be a pain in the ass. Yeah.
You.
That's
All right, I'm done. I'm done.
joke.
Fuck. Ow.
Damn, get wrecked, bitch.
No, I'm not done yet. You know what? Hold on.
I guess I know it.
Go ahead. I'm actually going to see if Secret Mission 5 is available at least.
I was gonna say, Aaron, is Shadow the Hedgehog another one of your examples?
Yeah, you know what?
Shadow
Yes,
the
you're
Hedgehog is
right.
God's gift to humanity.
Shut the... No, this is going to be my time to talk about how much I hate that game. Ah, maggots everywhere.
Look at them.
I will genuinely say this though. It does fall into one of those categories where it's like I'm just thinking about how frustrating it was to play. It does fall into that category of like, yeah, when I was like 10 years old, I hated playing it. I was like, I love this character so much, so I'm gonna play it. But I'm very excited for Generations to remaster the game because I'm like, okay, let me play this game and have it actually be fun.
Generations, if you actually go back and play Generations, it's still pretty good. It's actually still one of the best boost games out there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I mean the Sonic Generations X Shadow or whatever the thing's about to come out.
Sonic X Shadow Generation, yeah. It is, like I said, it is still a really damn good game. Just going back and playing it. Which reminds me, at some point, either tomorrow, not tomorrow, either Saturday or Sunday, we do have to do the Lollipop Chainsaw test run. I gotta get this in. We're gonna play the PS5 version, by the way. I'm not doing the Nintendo Switch version for that. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you want an
We'll
annoying
say,
enemy? This is it right here. Go ahead, though.
I was gonna say one thing I can think off the top of my head. When I got back into what I'm doing, since I'm playing Call of Duty Black Ops for my channel, I won't lie, I've been feeling weird with how I control, at least in the campaign. It feels a little struggly sometimes. Bioshock was another thing. I remember enjoying that as a kid. And I got used to it, but it was definitely really clunky at the beginning playing that again.
Yeah, Bioshock, and here's the thing about like Bioshock and like a lot of other games of that era, it was still during the time where the conversation was, are video games art? Can video games be art? So like Shadow of the Colossus, Bioshock, and then eventually The Last of Us kind of just took that argument out by the knees and said, yes, it fucking can. Step the fuck back. But Bioshock definitely was in that era of like, oh, this is incredible storytelling, you know, and like the reveal of, you know, would you kindly is still, I feel like, one of the most like impactful narrative like reveals of video games, period. So it's one of those things where like Bioshock absolutely deserves its place in like the echelon of like, in like, you know, top tier games in history, but it definitely does suffer from like the time. It just suffers from the times that it was in. Like, it looks disgusting, and I know that it's like that's supposed to be like, oh, it's underwater, so no. Like The Last of Us is grungy, is grungy and like disgusting, but it looks appealing. It's like aesthetically pleasing to look at. Like it's one of those things where it's like, oh wow, this is really good, like monster design, and I can look at this all day. I can't do that for Bioshock, and I absolutely cannot do that for like Dead Space or any of those games, because I'm like, ooh, these models look disgusting, like in a poor quality kind of way, and I don't want to keep looking at this.
It's that era of the 360 where it's like, look how realistic graphics are, and it's all like gray and grunge. It's like,
It's the exact thing of like the first if you've seen the first Toy Story recently, they're like, look at how human-like our humans look. Don't they look human-like? And it's like, no, that looks like a clay abomination. I don't want to look at that.
Don't they look human-y? But I think that's gonna do it for this part, though, because yeah, I'm a little frustrated right now. But don't worry, folks. We will be back with more Devil May Cry goodness, and I will have Secret Mission 4 done and under my belt. And like I said, I will be making a short video of what Secret Mission 4 is with Jonathan and Isaiah. Because I don't know if Danny's gonna be available, but yeah. So with that being said, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to keep up to date with our content, hit that like button, and comment down below. We're actually really close to 50 subscribers, by the way, and if we're already there, then thank you so much. We'll be making a thank you video at the end of the year for that. Till then, we'll see you guys later.
Will Aaron get the secret level 4? Will the devil cry? Find out next time on DMC2.
1.
DMC? Sure.
whatever. It's like apple and oranges.
I'll see you guys for the next part.
Let's rock, baby.